Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I am on with a journal with me video. Those who have been watching me would know that I don't journal. I make journals, but I don't actually journal. I watch everyone else and I always want to do it, but I can never find the time to do it. And I don't really like writing about I don't want to end up with like 100 books all over the place with just what I did today and all this sort of stuff. I don't really lead the most exciting life. But one thing I'm really passionate about is nature. And I have a nice sized backyard out the back. And initially, when I moved in, I made a big effort and planted it up, and it was looking pretty good for a bit. But then, because of my health issues over the last couple of years, it's just been overgrown with weeds. So I'm in the process now of slowly trying to fix it all up and get it planted up again. And that's something that I think I'd like to document. I think that will help motivate me to keep up with it. And I really just love discovering things in the backyard, whether it be bugs or something that's, a vegetable growing or a flower or whatever. And I like taking photos of them. So I thought, well, it might be nice to have some me time to do a bit of journaling in my garden journal. So this was a journal that I made for my What to Do with Big Botanical Book Pages series, I think it was called, back a long time ago. I don't think I ever really finished it, but I absolutely love it, and I have been using it. Now, I started writing in it in 2021, and I really didn't get many pages done. And they're really, really messy because my writing's really messy. So it hasn't been the type of journal that I've tried to make pretty or anything. And I will give you a quick squiz. If you can see what I mean, I've just been sticking like the tags from the plants in there and that as well. And if you stick them in with your tape and that, you can always take them out and use them in other projects, which is what I'll probably do, especially with these vegetable ones. But yes, I've just been writing down what I plant where and when and all that sort of stuff, and planning my garden and things like that. So yesterday I took some photos of the seedlings that are sprouting. So I do want to do a page on those, but they're a bit boring. So I thought I'd leave them and probably do them on my own. And again, I did move some asparagus. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, but I might put the photo up for you, but it will give you an indication of what my backyard is like at the moment. It is just an absolute weed mess. But I must say, I've never seen so many birds and bugs in it as I have over the last 2 years when I've let the weeds go. So, yeah, but in this lot of weeds, there's about 6 asparagus plants. So I am currently weeding around them and digging them out and moving them into a more appropriate position. So, yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to look after it a bit better. Unfortunately, because I do have a back injury and that, I can't go out and do big lots of work. So I sort of do 15-minute installments and then have to go and rest for a bit. So it takes a long time. But I really enjoy doing it. It does keep you fit and mentally as well. It's just so good to get out in the sun and nature. So the page I think I'd like to do today is, there's not much colour in the garden at the moment, being winter, but I do have marigolds that self-seed, and they are beautifully coloured. The photos didn't come out the best in print, but still, absolutely beautiful colours. And it happens that I have this orange page here as well, so I thought it'd be nice to document them on this page. So that's what I'd like to do with you today. Now, as I've said, I don't really journal. I'm not very good at making pages pretty with journaling and that, because it's not really something I've done much of. But I get so many botanical books in the recycling. It'd be lovely to use some of the pictures and some of the information for myself as well. So what I have got is the pictures, of course, and I was organising a whole lot of die cuts last night and I come across this one. I thought that's a really cute little journal spot. And then I went through, I have been sorting some of my botanical pages into themes, and one of the themes has been marigold, so I was able to find the plastic slip that I have all those pages in, and I've grabbed out these 2 pages. Now this one has a nice title. It also has a lot of information on Marigold, so I might actually keep that whole and tuck it in somewhere. And then I just really love this picture, so I might even make a pocket out of that. So that is the plan so far. And then in my book haul, which you probably haven't seen yet, I did show this knitting book, and as I was flipping through it, there was one that was called Marigold here. And it's just funny when you're going to do something and you're turning through the pages of a book and you find something like that. It's almost like it's meant to be and you have to use it. So I might have to try and put this on the page somewhere as well. So I'm going to be ruthless. I'll just take that lot off first. I think they're stapled together, these pages. I have to be careful. You know, I have been harvesting books for a good 3 years now, but I still find it hard to rip into these old vintage ones. So we've got that. All right, let's try and do something here. I've just got some dust on there now, and all my photos are going to fall out. So I think that might make a nice background for our photos, but then we're going to try and fit them on, but I can cut them down a bit if I want as well, because I'd like to keep that title. So I'll just grab a ruler. So I hope you're all managing to avoid the dreaded allergy. Thus far, myself and my son have managed, that we know of. Just see, don't know if I want to cover up my sewing there, but I might have to. We'll see. Crooked, but that's all right. I don't want to stress too much about this. It's my own personal journal, and I really just want to have fun with this sort of thing. So I might take this top bit off. Yeah, that fits quite nice. Now, do we want to ink just for fun? Why not? Might just stick to my rusty hinge. Yes, and I was also inspired. I have been wanting to do this for years, and I've even printed out a whole lot of photos to put in my gardening journal that I never got around to, which I'll have to do in the future. But then the other day I watched Possum Patty. Now I'm trying to remember what her channel is called. It's called Just Journaling with Possum Patty, so I'll link her down below. She is a character, and I love watching her when I get time. It's so hard to fit all the people I like watching in. But she did a video the other day, and it was Garden Journal, Sunflowers and Pumpkins, part 1, I think I watched. Where she's been doing her garden journaling, and that was really inspiring, and it sort of gave me a kick up the bum to get on with mine. So go and check her out, because yeah, she does some beautiful things, and she shows a bit of her garden too. And it's very inspiring to see other people who are passionate about that sort of thing. So I'm just chucking some ink over here and there and down there, and why not? So I'm going to put that down just as a bit of an interesting background there. Okay, now we've got this one that we want to make a pocket out of. There's some handy hints on here and that about broad beans as well, so I might cut that out and put it. I've got a section where I show the seedlings that are coming up, and some of them are my broad beans. So it's not very sturdy paper, so I'm thinking I might actually back that. So I'll just grab a book page. So yes, I'm in the middle of making a set of journals at the moment, and sort of having a break for a couple of days before I get back into that. So I thought this would be nice, something different to do. Got my brother visiting tomorrow, which will be great. Got a few interesting items to show each other, I think. Now, I don't think I cut that very straight. Down the bottom there. So that makes a nice little pocket there. I'll just use my corner rounder. It's been quite warm. Yesterday was beautiful, so I got out and did a whole lot of gardening. Today it's meant to be raining this afternoon, but it's still a lot warmer than it has been, which has been so nice. It's a bit easier to get motivated around the place when it's not cold every time you walk into a different room. Isn't that bright? Reminds me of the orange journal that I just recently made. So let's have a look. We could cut that one down actually, and then it would fit quite nicely there. We don't even need them all on, but decided to try and take a few close-ups because I just love the inside of the marigolds. It's amazing. So let's chop him down a bit. So crooked I am when I chop things. That's what's so lovely about doing your own personal journaling, is it doesn't matter if things are crooked. You don't have to stress so much, so I'm trying to sort of just go with the flow and not worry so much about things. I'll chop a bit more off the top. So I just printed these out on glossy photo paper. I could back them onto some coloured paper or something, but I'm not sure I want to. Could even do something like that. Figure out where to put that. You want to know I want that one there. I do also have some gross washi tape that I've got a whole lot of this cheap stuff, which I don't tend to use my washi enough, so I'm thinking maybe I should use a bit of this as well. I think that's the good reason to start doing some personal journaling too, is to use up bits and pieces. I've got a lot of stuff that I might not actually use in journals that I want for others, like that I sell or whatever, but you know, when it's your own personal thing, you can just have fun, experiment and chuck anything in there. Okay, I think I will put this down now. And hello to any of my new subscribers. I have had a few over the last couple of months, so it's great to have you here. Just love the colour. It makes me happy just looking at this colour. Alright, so our pocket should be pretty dry there. So what I'm thinking with that now is I might chop this down a bit and it can be folded up and just put into that pocket. That would be a nice big journaling spot for me to write on. So let's just get my trimmer. And if I wanted to, I could back this with some writing paper as well for more journaling space, but I don't think I need that much journaling space for this page, so I will not bother with that. Just debating whether I want to take the title off and put it anywhere. I don't think it needs to be done. Is that going to fit? No. Okay. Be ruthless and take our title off. Well, that fits in beautifully and we can see the picture there. So I could put that up there, I could stick it on there, or I could stick it down there. For now, I might just chop these bits off. Looks nice up there, I think. Just debating whether I want to put it on anything. Doesn't really need anything, but I will ink it. I'll also put the lid on my glue. put that down, although I do want to find, I think I'll grab some lined paper because my writing's bad enough without me trying to do it without lines. Now, I'm not going to do the journaling in front of you because, yeah, my writing is bad and I am struggling to write at the moment. So... debating how big I want this. That would be fine. Yeah, that's a good size. Again, I'll just ink that. So yes, there's not much colour in the garden, but these are beautiful and they do self-seed. They pop up all over the place. But apparently they're very good companion plants because they deter, I think it's root nematodes. So I figure they can grow where they like and they're easy to pull out when I don't want them wherever. So there's a really cool journaling spot that I can use. And now we'll finish off whatever we're going to do with this. I would like to use this somewhere. Quite nice like that, I think. So I might just put these down or else we will be here forever. Where did my washi tape go? Should have done this before I stuck it down. I can lift it, so that's good. A bit more washy, I think. Oh, that's definitely a bit. That will work. That down for a bit or else it's not going to stick because I bent it. There we go. Alright, now journaling spot. I'm thinking of a little flower or something. Could even do some stenciling. Okay, so I've hunted up a few things. I've got this stencil here. It's a little one. It came in a big sheet and I cut them apart because they're all different. I might put that stencil there. So I'll just use my ink and tool, blending tool for that. There. It doesn't really get into those little holes in the middle. Probably should try my brush. I think that would work better. Oops, got some ink on the side. That'll do though. Just add something to that bare part. And then I grabbed my little flowers. I used a couple of these in the journal that my orange journal that I made. They come off of a dancing costume. I do have paper flowers, they might be a little more appropriate. I've got some orange and yellow ones there. At least they wouldn't be as bulky. These ones even look like marigolds, but they're a bit big. But aren't they beautiful? Might just stick him there. And I've got some bling to put in the middle. So I've been dying to use this up because it's everywhere. I think the red would look quite nice. I think this is my Kmart fabric glue. So I think this shall be fine. It's just a bit wetter. Doesn't get tacky as quick. so I have to hold it. Okay, so that's got a little flower stuck down there. And I did grab out some scraps here. Scraps of fabric and lace that I used in my project that I still haven't put away. I could have used that little bit actually. That's not necessary. I don't know if it really needs any more, but it's always good to use up some of these little scraps. Oh, I do have another photo too of the actual marigold surrounded by weeds. So I could put that in a little pocket or just stick it on top. Might cut it down. And I'll corn around some of the edges. Good over that side. So I might stick that on there. Could even be a tuck spot, but we don't really need a tuck spot because I don't want to bulk it out too much and I don't want to just put information in that I don't need, and we've still got to fit this in there with the information, so I think we won't make it a tuck spot. But you could if you wanted to, of course, because this photo paper is quite sturdy. There's our beautiful marigold, and we will put a bit of something down there. It's good to use up the scraps. Let's see what else we've got. We've got this lacy stuff. No, I think I like this the most. And that looks like the most appropriate fitting piece. I do have, oh no, that one's a bit longer even. I think it looks all right like that too. Not sure which is the right side and the wrong side. I think I might put it on like that. So I will use this little glue again. And wait forever for it to dry a bit. Works good, this glue, but it is a bit wetter and it takes a while to get tacky. That's why I love the Helmar's fabric or 450, because it like gets tacky instantly. And it dries really quick, which sometimes can be problematic. All right, I think that will do. So that is my page ready for me to journal on. As I said, I won't bore you with the journaling, but yeah, I'll go and write on that afterwards. I've got plenty enough room there to write what I want to, and then this information can just be slipped in there for future reference, and that's my Marigold page. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's something a bit different for me, but it's good for me to start doing this. I actually really enjoyed that, and I do want to keep up with the progress of my garden. If you're going to put all this work into weed it all the time and mulch it and plant things, then you might as well enjoy the process and take photos to enjoy it. So take care of yourself, guys, and yeah, I highly recommend doing some garden journaling, and I hopefully will be on with some more in the future. Take care. See you later.